I've had a spiritual awakening, very powerful, probably the most powerful thing that's happened to me in a while. So I was reading a book, it's called The Untethered Soul. It got me thinking at this one point where it basically goes, who are you? So then usually you say your name, you're Sally Smith. And then you say, well, that's just a name. Those are just letters. Who are you? And then you say, oh, well, I'm Sally Smith. I was born in New York. I went to New York College. I married Frank Smith, and now I'm Frank's wife and mother of Mary Smith, or whatever. And you say, no, that's just a story. That's a series of events, Who are you? Who are you really? And you kind of just peel back these layers, and you get to this point where, you're not really even your physical body. You're not even your thoughts. You are just someone who is watching these experiences. You are the observer of all the experiences that pass in front of you. You're still you, though. When you're asleep, you're still you, but your body isn't conscious. When you meditate, when you go into these deep areas of consciousness in your mind, you start to be able to take a step back and just watch the experiences as you go by. And, I do this on walks. And it's just like everything is just so beautiful, and it's like you're seeing it for the first time. And whenever your thoughts and your emotions start to play this picture, you see yourself step into these movies and these thoughts and these all these things that are going on, and you get swept away in the show. Whereas you can always, though, take that second to just take a breath and step back and realize that you are the one that is just watching the experience. You are the one that is watching the movie as it plays out. And of course you want to have more experiences, but whether it's good or bad, you can just be the person observing it. And as life goes by, as it unfolds, you are the one that's experiencing it, and it passes in front of you. It really brings up the question of a lot of things. Am I creating my life? Is it just unfolding? Is this how it goes? So then I start digging deeper into this stuff, right? And I realize that it's better to identify as the creator of your life as opposed to the created. And this is also back, the growth mindset and things like that. You either think that things just happen to you, or things happen for you, or you make fucking things happen. But it's better to think of yourself as the creator of your life. It's better to take control of your life. So if you are able to step out of your emotions, out of your thoughts, and just be into that present state of experiencing and watching the experiences as they go by and as they go in front of you, as they come through your life like clouds, you just let them float by. You can not get wrapped up in every problem in every moment. You're able to set your own boundaries and create your own life so that you can be the creator. Is once you're able to take a step back from all of the movie emotions and things, and you just watch as the spectator, as the observer of these experiences, you can actually choose your vibration. You can choose your mental state. You can choose who you are at every single moment. So you can choose to just be happy all the time. So you can just radiate love. You can radiate optimism. You can radiate joy, peace. You can choose inside of yourself to be love, to show up and with a smile on your face and just radiate positivity. You can take a step back and be the observer. And then the next phase of this is you learn how to vibrate emotions, right? So you can just feel love all the time. And you do this by first stepping back away from thoughts, away from the emotions, getting into that place where you are the one that is observing life, and you just find what it feels like to feel good, and you just hold on to that vibration for as long as you can. And you can start to, this is like a skill. This is something you can work at every single day. And according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, he says if you can do this for 7 days, the biological systems in your body will shift. But if you can feel this love, if you can feel this joy, feel this optimism, feel this happiness radiating out of yourself for as long as you possibly can, then what's going to happen is you're going to become a loving person. You're going to become an optimistic person. You're going to become a joyful person. And when you become this joy, when you become this light in the world is going to reflect more light to you. This goes so far into like, you do not get what you want, you get what you are. The universe will reflect it back to you, back to who you are. So the more abundance you feel, the more joy you feel, the more optimism that you can feel and that you can carry with you into the entire world, the more things will start to come to you. The more things will start to happen. It's a journey, basically. So first thing is basically finding this place in your mind, right? You can do it on a walk. You can do it when you're sitting alone, and getting to the point of quietness. Push all of your ego out, and your ego is going to fight back, and your thoughts are going to fight back, especially if you've never done this. But you just have to let your thoughts pass by you by like a cloud. Step into this area where I realize that I am just the observer and I'm in that silent space. Everything becomes clearer. First, you find that level. Next, you find your vibrations, and you'll be able to feel these vibrations because they will flow out of you like an energy. Like it's like if you just smile, you'll start to feel happy, you know? And so if you have to think of love that's been in your moment, love that's been in your life, whatever you have to do to find these positive emotions. And then you just want to hold that emotion and hold that area where you're not thinking and you're not doing anything. You're just vibrating this love. So that's the first step. The next thing that I'm finding is that when you can go into these deeper meditations, you can actually connect with source. So first you can realize that you are the observer and the experiencer. Then you find out that you can vibrate at whatever. You can be happy whenever you want, no matter what's going on in the world. And then the next thing that I'm finding is that you can actually meditate, meaning you close your eyes though, and you can go even deeper. So you find this place where you are just you and you are vibrating love, and then you can actually find source, or I don't know, in my experiences, it's just a white light that can fill you. But it basically enhances your feelings. It enhances your joy, your love, your depth, and the next wall will break down. Who you are is this observer. This observer thing is so weird. It's literally like, what's behind this? What is behind, like, our entire life experience? We've always been all wrapped up completely just in our own world and our own thoughts, and we are talking to ourselves constantly. And then you realize, where are these thoughts coming from? I'm just observing it. When you can take a step back, and like the metaphor that I like to use is just let your thoughts pass through like clouds. You know, they're there, they're floating through. Do not engage with them. Do not grab onto them. Just let them pass through. And we have all these ramblings and all these things and all these anxieties and feelings and emotions. And then it's just you, though. Once you realize that you can take a step back and you just realize, like, I am just the one experiencing all these different things that are happening. These thoughts are part of my experience. You realize that your thoughts are like a bad roommate. It's like you have to put them in check. And if you let them to their own devices, they're going to trash your house. You know, so you have to keep your roommate in check, right? And then once you really get to this point where you realize that you are the one experiencing and just watching life pass, you find this door. It's like, how do you, is on the other side of that door, is it death? Is it God? Is it the universe? Like, what is it? Well, what is observing this life? I don't know. It's there, though. And I guess I just need to read and find people who have gone further than I have. There's always been these spiritual leaders, and they say it's like love and whatever, you know, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, probably all of them have reached some level of extraordinary consciousness. So that's my theory, and I think I'm right, which is nice. So I'm going to keep sharing it with you, and we're going to keep on changing the world, changing lives, and thriving together. All right, peace.